Our series, Changing the Game, highlights extraordinary women making a difference. This morning, we're introducing you to one woman who is trying to make healthy food more accessible. Ashley Tyrner is the founder and CEO of FarmboxRx, a food delivery service that targets households in so-called food deserts, where affordable and quality fresh food is hard to find. It provides boxes of fruits, vegetables, and more for underserved populations nationwide. FarmboxRx has delivered produce to 2.7 million households. And here's the kicker. The costs are covered under some insurance plans. Ashley Tyrner joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning. Hey. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
A round of applause for you.
That's Ashley. Right. A round of applause indeed. So on the surface, FarmboxRx, it looks like your typical food delivery service, but it's much more than that. How is your company addressing food insecurity here in the U.S.?
We've always worked to eradicate the food desert problem that America faces. We actually pioneered shipping produce to your door via a FedEx or a UPS. And the only way to truly eradicate food deserts in this country is to utilize national shipping service. It took me and my COO, Megan, about 3 years to actually figure out how to get a box of produce to travel overnight 2-3 days in transit to get to members' homes.
And food desert means what exactly?
You just have no accessibility to healthy food and to fresh food. There's rural and urban food deserts.
So is it a mileage thing? What does that mean?
It's a mileage thing, but if we think of New York City, we include the Bronx, there's over 700,000 people that live in an urban food desert.
So what happened to you, Ashley? Was there something in your own personal life that you thought, we need to do something about this?
Yeah, the company really is founded, it's through my lived experiences. 14 years ago, I was on food stamps. I lived in a rural food desert. I was pregnant with my now 13-year-old daughter, Harlow. And, I've walked a mile in the members' shoes that we have the privilege of serving every single day. I like to say that if you're going to try to solve a huge social issue that the country faces, you really need to have walked a mile in that person's shoes, right? You need to know what on a government level has to change, what on a policy level needs to change, and then taking it to the private sector, getting the insurance companies to understand what needed to change for their members.
Well, talk about that, because I've long been a believer in the idea that food is a form of medicine, but convincing me is one thing, convincing insurance companies is another thing. Yes. How'd you do it, and how are people eligible? How do they access this?
Yeah, so it actually took quite a bit of time for policy to catch up for the government to allow food and produce to be offered as a benefit for health plan members. Until 2020, food and produce was not able to be offered as a benefit to health plan members. So in 2019, when I found out through my food policy work that the Center for Medicare and Medicaid was changing this regulation in the 2020 year, I went out and tried to find a health plan to work with us. No health plan wanted to talk to me. I was literally cold calling, showing up at health plan's headquarters. And it took one woman, her name's Sonia, and she worked at a health plan in Pennsylvania. And she said, I believe in what you're doing, and I'm gonna give you the opportunity.
So I wanna know what your pitch was. What did you say?
When I met Sonia, I got very lucky because she actually heard me speak at Michelle Obama's A Partnership for Healthier America during the Obama administration. And she said, I remember what you were doing. And you're trying to eradicate food deserts across this country. And she said, my members, my Medicare members are also low income, they're duals, and they need food desperately, and I'm gonna give you that chance.
Well, you believe healthy food is a form of health care, that we need to concentrate on the prevention rather than wait till people get sick.
We need to start treating healthcare in this country as healthcare rather than sick care.
So people sitting at home right now who love the idea of this and want to know if their insurance will cover it, what do they do? What's their first step?
They should reach out to their insurance company. We actually have about 90 plans. All of the big 5 top nationals we're under contract with. They can reach out to their plans. We work with a lot of OTC cards.
But what are OTC cards?
Over-the-counter benefit cards.
Okay.
Primarily, we work in Medicare and Medicaid, and specifically Medicaid because we believe that that's who needs this service most, low-income individuals.
Because you walked a mile in the shoes of the people you serve, there are individuals that are in those same shoes right now. What is your message to them that are going through the struggle and the hard times?
Never give up. The reason that we are where we are, we never raised $1 of venture capital. And we are where we are because of hustle. I never took the word no for an answer. No just meant I wasn't talking to the right person.
Got where you are because of hustle. Are you trying to raise money now?
No, definitely not trying to ever take in capital. We never wanted someone at our boardroom table to tell us what we should be doing for the company, because we're a social mission at the end of the day.
Really impressive.
A successful
Ashley,
social mission.
Ashley Tyrner, Dolce, thank you very much.
And a newlywed, too. I'm looking at the ring.
Congratulations.
I need sunglasses.
See that ring down
Yes,
there.
congratulations.
Down there.
And bravo.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you for having me.
Bravo.